Hello, guests and families. This commencement ceremony will begin in 20 minutes, and I have some important information to share with you before we start. Please note that due to health and safety protocols, our graduates will remain at their seats throughout the ceremony. Each student will stand when their name is called for their degree, then remain seated for the duration of the ceremony. Also, please note that because of safety regulations, no one may stand in any aisles or stairways. And lastly, out of respect for the ceremony, please silence all cellular phones and electronic devices and refrain from using other noise-related items that would distract from the ceremony. Again, thank you for being here with us today. We are thrilled to have so many people here to cheer for our Bobcats. The ceremony will begin shortly. Thank you. Please stand for the Ohio University Ceremonial Mace, which is carried by Faculty Senate Chair Dr. Robin Muhammad. The arrival of the mace marks the official opening of this Ohio University commencement ceremony. We ask that you remain standing for the procession of the platform party and for our national anthem.
Good morning, everyone. Is this on? Okay, I think we're on. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Ohio University's spring commencement exercises. I am Janelle Coleman, and as chair of the Ohio University Board of Trustees, I am privileged to convene this 2021 spring commencement ceremony and to welcome the graduates who are being honored today. I am also proud to welcome the family members and friends of our graduates. I am very happy to see you here today in person. And I am thrilled to also have so many of you watching online. We have a lot to celebrate today, and as chair, but also as a proud graduate of the Scripps College of Communications, I want to be the first to say congratulations. With that, we will begin. Oh, thank you. With that, we will begin with our national anthem, and you are invited to sing along. Thank you.
Thank you. Please be seated. Welcome to the class of 2021, to your graduation. As president of Ohio University, and on behalf of our faculty and staff, I'm delighted to welcome you to this historic commencement ceremony. I'm thrilled that we can all be together today in beautiful Peden Stadium. And I'm grateful that so many people are joining us online as well. We are honored to have with us today members of the Ohio University Board of Trustees, academic leaders, administrative officials, and representatives of our university senates. Thank you for being here for this celebration. We also have many of the outstanding faculty of Ohio University with us today. We have faculty who could be anywhere but have chosen to be here at Ohio University. And on behalf of our graduates, thank you, faculty, for your creativity, your passion, and your dedication. You have prepared this next generation of thinkers, leaders, and scholars to succeed in their chosen fields. Finally, I would like to recognize those among you who serve and protect our country. Some of you will be entering the armed forces as officers, an honor you have earned through the completion of the Reserve Officer Training Corps program. Others of you have already served our nation. I'd like to take a moment now to recognize all of our military and veteran students, as well as our cadets of our ROTC program, for their past, present, and upcoming service to our country. Would you all please stand and let's recognize them. Thank you again for your service and sacrifice. And now to our graduates. First, let me say that it's great to see you today. I arrived as president 4 years ago, so you are my first complete class here today, and I'm so honored to be with you today in person and face-to-face with you. When you chose to be a Bobcat, you had no idea what was in store for you. You had no way of knowing about how a global pandemic would change all of our lives. You couldn't predict how our classrooms would change. At the same time, you didn't foresee the strong friendships you would make or the life-changing experiences that were ahead of you. And you couldn't have envisioned the person you've grown to be. I want to thank you for overcoming the great challenges and obstacles of the last year. Thank you for helping to keep our university community safe. Thank you for lifting up your fellow Bobcats and adding to our historic institution in your own unique ways. Whether you've lived on our Athens campus, studied at our regional campuses, or taken your classes online, each of you will forever be part of the Ohio family. So today, as we honor you and your accomplishments, I want you to enjoy this day, and what a glorious day it is. Soak up this moment, bask in it, celebrate it. You deserve to be proud. You've worked so very hard to get here. And now the education that you received at the Ohio University The education that you received at the Ohio University will prepare you for whatever lies ahead of you. Employers will always be looking for critical thinkers, great communicators, collaborators, problem solvers, leaders, and people who can adapt to change. You have learned and fine-tuned those skills at Ohio University, and they will never fail you. So as you go out into the world, stand tall. You are Bobcats, and you are ready. It's now time for you to take your knowledge, wisdom, and new skills and use them for good. And remember, no matter how far you roam, Ohio University will always be your home. You are forever Ohio, and Ohio is forever you. It's now my great honor to introduce our commencement speaker, who's also a proud Bobcat. Leanne Ford is an American interior designer from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and a 2003 Ohio University graduate who earned her bachelor's degree in specialized studies. Leanne gained national attention for the 1907 schoolhouse turned home that she restored and designed in her own hometown. Featured in Country Living magazine, the house launched her career as an interior designer, leading to projects in Pennsylvania, New York, and Los Angeles. She's currently the star, along with her brother and contractor Steve Ford, of Home Again with the Fords on HGTV, and previously restored by the Fords. I'm very proud to introduce to you your 2021 Spring Commencement speaker, Leanne Ford.
Hello to my fellow Bobcats. To this day, I've never met a Bobcat I didn't like. OU attracts a special breed of magic. I actually made my own custom OU t-shirt in college, and it said, Ohio University, the 5-year summer camp. This school just seems to welcome people that are easy and warm and happy and smart and fun, and to be honest, it doesn't easily let them go. So congratulations to the class of 2021 for making it. What a day. Graduating from college is a huge deal, anytime, let alone at a time like this. And congratulations to everyone, the moms, the dads, the grandparents, the brothers, the sisters, the spouses, the roommates, the friends, the partners out there who supported these graduates. If your grad is anything like I was back then they don't say thank you enough. So everyone, let's do it together. A big thank you on 3 to the people who got you here today. Are you thinking about them? Can you see them? All right, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I'd also like to use this as the perfect opportunity to apologize to my many college roommates over the years for never, and I do mean never, doing my dishes. Everyone, sorry on 3. Just kidding. You know, I remember my graduation day. My mom and dad were all about that ceremony. They wanted a little pomp, they wanted a little circumstance, you know, but honestly, I was ready to get on with life. I showed up in my graduation cap and gown and my Adidas slide sandals. It was the 90s. And thanks to the laws of alphabetical order, I sat next to a buddy of mine from class who had pretty much no desire to be there. But in the middle of the ceremony, he randomly just threw up his hands. He goes, woo! I look over, I said, what? He said, hey, we graduated. Only in that second did I appreciate how special it was to be there. We could have been born any time, any place, in any circumstance, and here we were, the lucky ones, the Bobcats. And today you are the lucky ones. So the question is, now what? We thought we had been preparing for this moment our entire school life, and now here we are, and all we are thinking is, what in the world am I going to do now? Howard Thurman, the American author, philosopher, theologian, educator, and civil rights leader, summed it all up in one sentence. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. When you truly love what you do, your light will be contagious. When you truly love what you do, it's easy to be good at it. It's easy to get up and go to work. It's easy to spend your time and energy on it. That's why they call it a calling. So you've got your degree, check. You've got your ideas, check. Now find yourself a career that sets your heart on fire. And let's be honest, you may change your mind. You may change careers. I sure did. You may have changed majors a few times. Sorry, parents. And here you are. In fact, the chances are greater than not that you will change. Me, all I wanted was to create in any form. I literally created my own major at OU just so I could create more. I took all the art, all the retail, advertising, PR, any of the tools I thought I'd need to make a living in a creative life. And then I remembered beelining to New York City to start my big and fancy career in fashion. And then realizing no one wanted to hire me, let alone pay me. So one evening on my little New York City stoop, I started telling a total stranger my dilemma. I told this elderly man that I was going to just quit fashion and, I don't know, get into medical sales or something that would make me some money. He looked me straight in the eyes and said, "Listen, you do not want to spend your life climbing the corporate ladder only to one day get to the top of it, look over, and say, 'Shoot, wrong ladder.' So don't follow the money." Again, I'm sorry, parents, but I say this because money is a short-term play. It won't necessarily keep you at your job. You just may have to start over eventually anyway. So be sure what you are doing is filling your soul while you try to fill your bank account. And yes, I continued to follow my dream of working in fashion, which meant I continued to sleep on an actual cat pillow on the floor of my Queens apartment. And being that I'm a dog person, that was not easy. All right, this one's important for now. Don't aim to be famous. Aim to be good. Aim to be good to people. Aim to be good at what you do, to be known for what you do. Keep your blinders on. Don't ever compare yourself to other people. From the outside, we tend to see others' success as this straight line, when in fact it's a big old messy bowl of spaghetti filled with knots and twists and failures, all getting us to where we are meant to be. Know that another person's success does not equal your failure. All boats rise together. Know that. We will all rise up together. Don't burn bridges. 20 years from now, when you are trying to work with or for someone you once knew, you will be glad you always led with kindness and integrity. Fail big, fail often, and keep going. Let me be the first one to tell you, you will fail. You will mess up, you will blow it. We all have, and we all do. I've been fired more than once, and one of those jobs, I wasn't even paid. I mean, that's pretty bad. But I used those experiences to learn from, to learn what I was good at, and to learn what I wasn't good at all. You can only move forward and create new things and push the limits of your life by failing. History is written by a bunch of failures. They just kept going until they weren't failing anymore. There's a rather strange story I once heard of this donkey, and for some reason I always go back to it. He had fallen in a well, and the farmers couldn't for the life of them figure out how to get this poor donkey out. They tried and they tried to no avail. So they basically just started burying it. I know, disturbing. But then, you know what happened? They started to throw dirt on him, and he would just shake it off and step right up on that new mound of dirt. And would you believe it, that donkey just strolled right out of that well, no doubt wondering who his real friends are. But it goes to show you, sometimes you just need to shake it off and step up. You know what else I failed at? I failed at getting my renter's deposit back, which I could probably blame on some very creative interior decorating and a can of spray paint and some Counting Crows lyrics. Again, it was the 90s. Don't take it personally. In your life and in your career, you will be judged. Take it as a compliment. I like to get out my big old who cares meter anytime I hear someone giving an opinion of any form. Do I know this person? Do they truly know me? Well then, who cares? What should we care about? We should care about how we can help. Care about who we can help. We should care about what we can do today, now, to improve our world. That's what we need to care about. And always prepare to pivot. Prepare to evolve. This year has taught us a lot. I call it a plot twist. But one of the most valuable lessons that you can take into your future is the ability to, as I like to say, make plans and adjust accordingly. And when you're in your first job and your second and your third, grab a broom. I say it quite literally because in my line of work, I'm in construction. There are some things to sweep. But the point is this, if you don't see a job that needs to be done, make one. Don't just sit there waiting for orders. Grab a broom. Start cleaning up. Look for ways to improve things, to make progress. Your employer will notice. The people around you will notice. And in life, as in work, I want to tell you 3 words that I hope remain forever in your brain. Know your worth. You are here on purpose. You are valuable. You are good and you are important. And what you give to the planet, no one else can. As you go into this world, be a beacon. Bring the light. Bring the hope. Bring the joy to all you meet. We don't know everyone's battles, so let's love each other through it all, despite it all, because of it all. Don't forget to ask others how you can help. In the same way, tell the world what you need. Don't be afraid to ask for help. The world wants to help. Your friends will know friends who know somebody who wants to hire someone like you. And so it goes. My career in interior design started because of friends telling their friends about me. And I owe them beers for life. When it was time to write the dedication to the book Work in Progress that I wrote with my big brother Steve, the list of who I wanted to thank was just too long and windy. So I wrote this down instead. There is no such thing as a self-made man or woman. We get to where we're going through the support of our communities, of the ones who helped us, let alone the ones who raised us, and the one who created us. We can never take credit for where we are today. We can only thank all the people who nudged us forward step by step. There's very rarely a massive leap. It's mainly a series of baby steps, and one day you look back and think, wow, how did I get this far? And you can see 1,000 beautiful and friendly faces smiling and waving at you, and a few not so friendly ones that helped you move forward just as much, if not more than the kind ones. Look around. Remember this moment, these people, this feeling, and know that it is just the beginning of your story. Life is a creative process, and you, my friends, are just getting started. And give yourself a little woo, because hey, you graduated. A huge congratulations to the Ohio University graduating class of 2021.
Thank you, Leanne. I'm Executive Vice President and Provost Elizabeth Sayers, and I have the distinct pleasure and privilege of now recognizing the outstanding faculty at Ohio University, who have played a major role in helping today's graduating students reach this important milestone in their lives. Thank you, faculty, for your dedication to our students every year, but especially for your work this year. You have changed the ways you teach and the way you advise. You have implemented new safety protocols for research and creative activity, and you have continued to excel, not just as imparters of knowledge, but by expanding the limits of what is known. Thank you for caring so deeply about our students. Especially in the last year, you have served as a steadfast connection for students during tumultuous times. You've advised students, arranged co-curricular learning opportunities, and written letters of recommendation, lots and lots of letters of recommendation. You have helped first-year students thrive during their transition to college, and whether in person or online, and you have helped seniors prepare for their next steps. Thank you for sharing your intellectual enthusiasm for your discipline. You have invited your students to actively participate alongside you in your research, your scholarship, your creative activity, not just as learners, though they have learned much from your example, but also as producers of knowledge and of creative work. Your contributions have created the transformative learning experience for the graduates we celebrate today. The time and energy you have invested in these graduates is visible to us all today in their personal development and in their future success. So on behalf of the university, I want to thank you for all of your hard work and your dedication to teaching, research, and service. Your work is the very heart of the mission of Ohio University. Thank you. The class of 2021 is an incredible class. These students have received countless awards and honors for their academic work. They have contributed richly to our academic environment. They have done everything we have asked of them, and then they have done even more. And in the spirit of all Bobcats, they have supported one another, made their voices known, and made a lasting positive impact during their time at Ohio University. Today, you are recognized as graduates, and you are always and forever Ohio. And now to our graduates, before we award your degrees, I did not hear a real loud thank you that Leon Ford asked you to do, so we're going to try that again. Each one of you has special people who have supported you in achieving your educational goals. I want you to stand up and take a moment to thank everyone who is here with us today and everyone who is watching online who has supported you during your academic journey. Please stand up and thank them. Graduates, now is the time you have been waiting for. It is time to confer degrees upon the class of 2021. Dr. Nellis, it is my privilege to present the candidates for degrees. These students have completed all of the requirements of their degree programs. Many of our students have distinguished themselves through their studies. I would especially like to recognize those students who are graduating with honors. Would all of those students who are graduating cum laude please stand to be recognized? Now, would all of those graduating magna cum laude please stand and be recognized? And finally, would those graduating summa cum laude please stand and be recognized? It is my great honor to now present to you, Dr. Nellis, these students for the conferral of their degrees. Graduates, will you please rise? All of them. Dr. Nellis, these students have completed all of the requirements of their associate's and bachelor's degree programs. I therefore have the honor of presenting them to you for the conferral of their degrees.
Are you ready? On the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Ohio University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degrees that your respective studies have merited with all the privileges and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Graduates, it's my honor to welcome you into the family of Ohio University alumni. You may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations. Please be seated. Our deans will now introduce the colleges here today. Graduates will remain at their seats, but are asked to stand when your name is called. Thank you, and congratulations again.
Hello, graduates, family members, and friends. I am Dr. Jackie Reese-Ulmer, and I am honored to present to you today the newest graduates of the College of Business. Congratulations.
Brooke Abbott, Cynthia Nadine Adams, Andrew Alexander Aid, Nicholas Connor Adelsberger, Dion Adom, Nicholas Joseph Adernetti, Saif Al-Zawawi, Luke Alders, Mohammed Ali Hafid Al-Dahab, Jared Lance Alfrey, Kyle Thomas Alaman, Leah Tamari Allen, Abigail Rose Alsip, Annie Alton, Eric Alexander Amsden, Charles Paul Anderson, Corey Thomas Anderson, Liam John Anderson, Jessica Anderson, Alexander Dean Andrews, Laura Catherine Ansel, Andres Rafael Archila, Catherine Emily Armstrong, Janelle Marie Arders, Patrick Michael Asamoah, Luke Babner, Sean Baird, Nicholas Edward Ballard, Catherine Nicole Ballinger, John Baltus, Alexandra Reese Banks, Matt Barker, Jonathan David Barna, James Michael Barnes, Joshua E. Barnes, Lucas T. Barnett, Bryce Berry, Hannah Marie Berry, Samuel Bayshore, Samuel Bayshore, Cole A. Bosler, Brittany Nicole Bateman, Nicholas Albert Bateman, Jake Logan Bauer, Jared Baumgardner, Lisa Maximilian Marion Baumler, Grace Elizabeth Beam, Madison Patricia Beckman, Todd Anthony Beekman, Justin Behrens, Matthew J. Benson, Aaron Mitchell Benson, Aaron Mitchell Benson, Anthony Baradelli, Alexandra Barris, Catherine Victoria Birkmeyer, Alexander James Bernicke, Andrew James Bateri, John Douglas Betters, Kaylee Bevins, Ryan Biller, Scott Michael Bindus, Gina Rose Biviano, Logan Neil Bixler, Kendall Marie Black, John Blackburn, Franklin Dean Blair III, Alexa Hope Blayweiss, Shelby R. Blevins, Shelby R. Blevins, Matthew Bodie, Ian Michael Bodner, Adam Joseph Basinger, Joseph Michael Boggs, Lance Norman Boyce, Colton James Bolliard, Nathan Michael Bonnell, Preston Clark Bonomo, Austin Booth, Olivia Bowen, Brandon Michael Boyd, Joseph Boyko, Janisa Leah Bradford, Ben Thomas Brayler, Caroline Lee Brayman, Allison Nicole Bramblett, Hannah Nicole Brenneman, Mathy Brigadier, Bryce Edwin Brightbill, Jordan Schuyler Brown, Bradley J. Budoy, Alexa Bunder, Chelsea Nicole Birch, Lacey Burke, Nicholas Burkhart, John Burns, John David Burns II, John David Burns II, Connor Stephen Bush. Joshua Stephen Kales. Nathaniel Vincent Cameron. Riley O'Neill Cameron. Matthew James Campbell. Naima Racine Campbell. Anna Elizabeth Cantwell. Cameron Jade Kaplinger. Nicholas Joseph Capretta. Dominic Anthony Capuano. William Kent Corona. Devin Wells Carpenter. Jake Anthony Carriero. Circora Cheyenne Carroll. Olivia Grace Carroll. William Wiseman Carson III. Madison Marie Casey. Michael Allen Casto. Mark Allen Caudle. Kayla Lynn Caviris. Savannah Elizabeth Chapman. Taylor Chapman. Kylie Daniel Chapelier. Joseph Paul Chema. Edward Allen Chin. Margaret Ann Cho. Alexander Christ. Megan Laureen Christensen. Megan Laureen Christensen. Matthew Shufar. Jarrett Christopher Chipolone. Braden D. Clark. Jonathan Tanner Click. Christina Abigail Colella. Donnell Yvonne Coleman. Madeline Wynne Collin. David Joseph Collette. Parker Hutchings Colpo. Noah Richard Connaughton. James Lewis Corey. Guy Corey. Rachel Maylee Cottrell. Patrick Lawrence Coughlin, Jr. Alexandra Catherine Coulter. Reed Cox. Leanna Marie Cox. Kyle J. Craddock. Ben Craig. Zachary Crawford. Melissa Dawn Crawford. Kelsey Marie Cruttenden. Luke Anthony Lyon Se. Joseph David Cunningham. John Charles Curtis. Kyle James Cusick. Miles Foster Cutler. Ming Hong Dai. Devin Lee Daly. Alyssa Nicole Datillo. Julie Ann Dardy. Natalie Claire Davidson. Timothy Richard Davis. Alexis DeBoard. Nicholas Joseph Delande. Dylan David DeLong. Lily Ann Denoma. Mark Douglas Derrick. Paul John Devlin IV. Chandler Dietz. Reed Dobo. Alex Michael Dombrowski. Sarah Derudian. Jordan Michael Doty. Joshua Michael Douglas. Samantha Dowdy. Robert James Downey, Daniel Downs, Brandy Weatherhead, Jane Playwin Doyle, Gail Perla Duke, Rachel Dunbarger, Mackenzie Taylor Duncan, Mason Dupler, Samuel Durst, Austin Joseph Dyson, Brooke Lynn Easterday, Clayton Matthew Edler, Brittany Isabel Edwards, John James Egan, Lucas Anthony Eggert, Nicole Kathleen Eichberger, Isaiah Stephen Eichler, Meredith Eldred, Perry Bryant Eldridge, Owen Elias, Kaylee Miranda Ruth Ellis, Hunter Ryan Endris, Bianca Rose Irma, William Garrig Eshba, Robert Duodu Essien, Derek Jeffrey Etjen, Sophia Marie Evangelisti, David James Eveston, Sebastian Corey Fabik, Hunter Thomas Farmer, Jake Allen Faringer, Nicholas Donovan Farwick, Nicole Marie Feckley, Brendan Patrick Fenner, Caden Trey Ferguson, Owen Ferris, Owen Ferris, Michaela Fielding, Gianna Lynn Fiore, Shannon Mackenzie Fisher, Haley E. Fisher, Jacob Anthony Fistek, Carly Louise Flaspoler, Adam Matthew Fleming, Rachel Flores, Ashley Tony Flynn, Kelsey Fogel, Brian Jacob Ford, William Ford, Troy Forward, Leo Hunter Folds, Natalie Page Fowler, Will Fowler, Joseph Timothy Frater, Ryan James Francis, Cale Free, Maxwell Vincent Freeman, John A. Frint, Matthew S. Funkhauser, Austin Matthew Gabriel, Grace Catherine Gallagher, Hagen Christopher Gardner, Victor Garnica, Dennis John Gavrilla, Samantha Eileen Gay, Brooke Ann Gaydosh, Andre Dante George, Sarah Ann George, Joseph Michael Garone, Joseph Michael Garone, Kobe Peyton Gibson, Carl L. Gibson, Colin Gillespie, Colin Gillespie, Brody Ray Gilland, Dustin Gilmore, Joshua L. Glay, Thomas Getz, Jeremy Good, Darfnell Gwynn, Connor Thomas Gawani, Alex John Gray, Aaron Greenspan, Nathan Gregg, Jenna Groover, Micah Tendai Gandani, Eileen Therese Guzik, Patrick Hackett, Grant Curtis Hadley, Brandon Hyduke, Emma Jane Hall, Jared Hamilton, Brandon S. Hankins, Spencer Lee Harbert, Adriana Harlan, Adriana Harlan, Katie Lynn Harmon, Griffin Hart, Ryan Joseph Hartland, Emily Kate Hartman, Trey Pierce Hartman, Trey Pierce Hartman, Bethany Hartman, Grace Christine Hartshorn, Kyle Edward Harvey, Charles Austin Haverland, Haley Myra Hawk, Justin Duran Hayes, Ryan Thomas Haythorne, Lauren Elizabeth Heaton, Jacob William Heffron, Mark Olin Heflin, Erin Marie Heaney, Christopher Hannastoffel, Hannah Rose Henghold, Sienna Marie Henney, Brianna Hentosh, Matthew James Herink, Jameson Hearn, Emma Mary Herzig, Max Hedersheet, Braden Wayne Hickman, Madison Nicolina Hegel, Madison Nicolina Hegel, Amanda Lynn Higley, Matthew Hillard, Loretta Hinton, Robert L. Hitson, Kenneth Michael Hoffman, Adam DeFore Holliday, Jermaine Darnell Holt Jr., Alec Holtree, Austin Hopkins, Brian Hostetler, Chloe Lane Howard, Matthew Allen Howard, Brendan Roger Howard, Trenton Andrew Howard, Madeline Jane Howell, Jamal K. Hudson, Jack Allen Hughes, Sean Hull, Michael Hummel Jr., Ty Hunley, Brendan M. Hunter, Madison Page Hunter, Megan Bernat Hunter, Jacqueline Grace Hutchison, Parker Allen Emertresh, Gabriel Ingram, Travis Cole Jackson. Ryan David Jarvis. John William Janes. Robert Joseph Jenkins. Audra Elizabeth Johns. Rob Johnson. Spencer Alexander Johnson. Tanner Johnson. Krishna Irene Johnson. Caleb Johnson. Isaac Rutherford Johnson. Jace Edward Johnston. Shadia Joma. Jared Daniel Jones. Hannah Kalick. Joshua Kane. Nicholas Kartsonis. Carl Jerome Kaufman. Hunter Drake Kazmerzak. Ryan Patrick Kaber. Brian Edward Kiefer. Kelly Eugene Keenan Jr. Kathleen Michelle Kime. Madison Marie Keller. Taylor Keller. Justin Kelly. William Luke Kelly. Tyler Lee Kelly. Austin Ronald Kendrick. Katie Kennedy. Jacob Bryson Kennedy. Jeremy Patrick Kenny. Morgan Ray Kern. Sarah Emily Koenig. Andrew Michael Kazai. Allison Beth Kiefer. Morgan Kiernan. Madison Nicole King. Mackenzie King. Paul James King. Ryan Scott Kivett. Thomas Patrick Klepchik. Lance Allen Klingelsmith. Walter Klinsky Jr. Alicia Marie Clone. Nathan Nepper. Gerald Knotek. John Lee Cook. Jude Nathaniel Kerner. Rachel Mary Kopchu. Joseph William Dale Kopp. Keith Mark Kordowski. Jack James Corsock. Aaron Patrick Kosmerel. Kayla Elizabeth Kowalski. John Stephen Cozy. Farah Simone Kozer Verney. Amy Elizabeth Kraus. Christopher Daniel Kremchek. Adam Lynn Kreutzer. Mason Albert Croning. Marissa Brooks Crow. Paul J. Crow. Caitlin Marie Kroll. Darby Ann Krieger. Jacob Krupp. Rachel Kritz. Nicole Marie Kuchek. Jarrett Kuhar. Madison Jane Kuhn. Mary Evelyn Kurtz. Alexander Andreas Kuster. Julia LaFontaine. Kara Lake. Jacob D. Larson. Samuel John Lieber, William Mark Lecorn, Elena L. Lee, Elizabeth Marie Lemon, Connell Anthony Lennon, Abraham Adahi Leonard, Aaron Joseph Levy, Bailey Campbell Lewis, Olivia Joy Lewis, Rachel Alicia Leah, Jack S. Liberatori, Benjamin Patrick Lima, Logan Grace Linkhart, Mitchell Anthony Liston, Daniel Robert Lohr, Michael William Lohr, Rihanna Francis Lucas, Rihanna Francis Lucas, Zachary Paul Mandry, Gianna Marie Manarino, Nicholas Manuel, Zachary John Margelowski, Dominic Marino, Cade Allen Mason, Michael Massinopol, Molly Ann Mateka, Sydney K. Brooke Matheny, Juliana Matos Haddad, Alexandra Morins, Joseph Lawrence Macaulay, Ethan McCombs, Corey Murphy McDevitt, Brittany Faith McGarry, Claire Elizabeth McIsaac, Samuel Hayden McKee, Kenneth McKinley, Lauren Danae McLaughlin, Christopher Connolly McNally, Christopher Connolly McNally, Daniel Patrick McSwiggan Jr., Sumner Rawson Meade, Samuel Douglas Meddings, Nathaniel Malott, Gretchen Leanne Mendoza, Troy Jarrett Messmer, Chad R. Metler, Noah Metzger, Luke Spencer Meyer, Bella Lena Miller, Allison Marie Miller, Krista N. Miller, Alexander Joseph Mills, Jordan Grogan Minardi, Jordan Grogan Minardi, Corinne Lyric Moore, Anthony Michael Morbitzer, Gabriel James Morrison, Anita Jane Morrissey, Henry Francis Moulier, Samantha Elizabeth Mosina, Bryn Marie Mountjoy, Austin James Mullen, Patrick James Mullen, Christian Timothy Mummert, Vincent Joseph Murray, Logan Robert Myers, Elena Nagy, Tanner Jack Neal, Eliza Ruth Nicholson, Ethan Ferris Nichols, Michael H. Null, Thomas John Nunner, Brian Michael Nutter, Chima Obenwa, Victoria Elizabeth O'Connell, Alexander William Olinger, Joseph Logan Oliver, Matthew John Olson, Daniel Liam O'Malley, Sarah Catherine Onega, Jacob Michael Owens, Amanda Pack, Maria Fatima Tesorero Palma, Kieran Nicholas Papalia, Michael Parfegiewicz, Alexandra Nicole Paris, Mila Hope Parisi, Cole Hubert Perrett, Cole Hubert Perrett, Cameron Michael Pasick, Hannah Alexis Patterzik, Samantha Patterson, Autumn Lynn Patton, Joseph Adrian Payne, Michaela Lynn Pennington, Michaela Marie Purnell, Mackenzie Ryan Perry, Jeremy Peters, Dylan Peterson, Christian Pedai, Brandon Joseph Piatak, Brent Piazza, Cheryl K. Patriga, Nathan William Pigg, Corey Scott Piper, Joseph Pichel, Audrey Aaron Poissant, Nicholas Dante Polifrone, Kelsey Elizabeth Pollard, Joseph Andrew Pompiani, Trey Connor Postage, Jeffrey Tyler Postage, Trey Connor Postage, Macy Lauren Potts, Hannah Marie Powell, Matthew Kenneth Preininger, Lee Nell Price III, Samuel Pugliese, Samuel Pugliese, Lillian Elizabeth Putney, Abigail Jane Pine, Samuel Miles Roush, James Brennan Raymer, Carter Raymert, Marcus Von Reichert, Ryan James Riesinger, Brock Reisler, Brock Reisler, Nicholas William Revels, Christopher H. Richardson, Joseph S. Ricker, Ronald Christopher Ridings, Jr., Nathan Clarence Riedel, Bryce Riggenbach, Alexis Lee Reisner, Connor Roach, Erica Gale Roberts, Wesley Owen Roberts, Jonna Roberts, Joshua Harrison Roshan, Nathan Patrick Rockwell, Nicholas James Roden, Hayes Robert Roebuck, Hunter Anna Rogan, Russell John Rogers, Elizabeth Diane Roscoe, Matthew Hewitt Rose, Taylor Blake Rose, Julian Ross, Alexis Nicole Roth, Rebecca Lynn Roth, Swati Roy, Blake Rudy, Kyle Ruggles, Cody William Rupel, K.J. Russell, K.J. Russell, Julia Rutkowski, Samuel Asher Sauce, Christian Jacob Samsel, Sarah Sanford, James Garrig Sarosi, James Garrig Sarosi, Anthony John Sartorio, Charles Nathan Savage, Andrew Ronald Sayer, Hunter Samuel Schell, Griffin S. Schilder, Travis M. Schilling, Sophia Eve Chavone, Lena Schlemmer, Janet Marie Schmelzer, Samantha K. Schmelzer, Jacob Dylan Schmidt, William Schmidt, Kana Morgan Schmoll, Hannah Schneider, Jordan Thayer Schneider, Joseph R. Schnug, Cassandra Leah Schoen, Eliza Jane Schoonmaker, Eliza Jane Schoonmaker, Jaden Schwally, Michael Shane Schweikert II, Cameron Lee Scott, Turner Scott, Cooper Thomas Seide, Brianna Siegfried, Charles B. Seitz, Christian Senna, David Owen Sexton, Ryan Sexton, Ryan Sexton, Michael A. Cefaro, Kyle William Schaefer, Alec Thomas Shaheen, Zachary Shalala, Caleb Allen Shaw, Logan Arlia Shelton, Robert Shepard, Robert Shepard, Alexander Michael Shook, Daisy Jameson Short, Jessica Schuler, Jessica Shergin, Jason Terrence Seavey, Rebecca Lynn Sigler, Cameron Joseph Simpson, Darian Reese Sims, Kimberly Ruth Sinikropi, Maggie Kelly Schlegel, Maggie Kelly Schlegel, Austin J. Smith, Kiera Mary Smith, Brianna Smith, Tracy L. Smith, Dennis Smith, Tori Jean Smrek, Brendan Patrick Snyder, Lauren Snyder, Samuel Vicente Solis, Kyle Joseph Soltis, Emma Alexandra Summer, Nicholas Scott Spain, Chelsea Morgan Spears, Tyler Dean Spielman. Leo Michael Spellacy III. Megan Ashley Spray. Jeffrey Scott Squires Jr. Alexandra Ashworth St. Clair. Adam Robert Stafford. Sophia Stamatis. Joey Stanzi. Grant Statzer. Nicholas George Steed. Haley Stinchcomb. Olivia Morgan Stokes. Michael Enrico Stone. Andy Lawrence Stoneburner. Andy Lawrence Stoneburner. Tristan Andrew Stottsberry. Jacob Allen Stover. Hannah Strickling. Nathan James Stull. Brian Nicholas Sufka. Andrew Mason Summers. Brian Lee Southers. Jeremy Swank. Christopher Daniel Zado. Allison Taylor. Matt B. Taylor. Samuel Lee Taylor. Jack Ethan Tecca. Henry Rennan Teo. Haley Dawn Thacker. Kelly Ann Thaxton. Alexander James Thomas. Tanner Anthony Thomas. Corey Thompson. Timothy Thurno. Timothy Thurno. Megan Elise Thurston. Trent Tomick. Blake Thomas Tracy. Sierra Triona. Alex Gregory Trombold. Isaiah M. Truesdale. Jonathan Turner. Sarah Elizabeth Turner. Gabrielle Renee Teisel. Kyle Vincent Umek. Max Vaca. Michael Vassilatos. Nate Thomas Vasilati. Valerie Vatry. Valerie Vatry. Megan Veneman. Brandon W. Vincent. Sarah Christina Vitelloni. Jonathan Voland. Aaron Vondruska. Derek Matthew Voorhees. Charlene Michelle Wallen. Logan Walsh. Edward Robert Walsh. Iran Wang. Logan Ward. Tristan Ward. Logan Ward. Joshua Joseph Warnicki. Hannah Danielle Warrington. Anthony Webb. Eric Malik Webb. Logan Weber. Miranda K. Weber. Noah Keaton Wiener. Megan Weir. Joe Weisenseal. Joshua Weithman. Kelly Wells. Corson Wirtz. Corson Wirtz. Blake Wyand. Theodore Richard Wharton. Emily Whalen. Braden William Wetzel. Rebecca Jo White. Nicholas Beck Weirman. Catherine Will. Althea Grace Williams. Quentin Williams. Robert Gordon Williams. Deborah Williams. Haley Aaron Williams. Mallory Danielle Williams. Lillian Mary Williams. Alexander Pleasant Wills. Caleb Alexander Wilson. Zane Jacob Wilson. James Andrew Wilson. Caleb Alexander Wilson. Brett Austin Windsor. Joshua Ivan Wintner. Thomas Wisnowski. Lauren Wisner. Kevin Robert Whittles. Christian Alexander Wolf. Joseph Robert Wright. Mitchell Allen Wright. Morgan Lane Young. Anthony Danielle Zavarella. Tucker Lane Zemba. Zachary Taylor Zortich.
Congratulations, graduates.
Good morning, graduates, family, and friends. My name is Scott Titsworth. I'm Dean of the Scripps College of Communication. It's my pleasure to present the 2021 graduates of the Scripps College. Congratulations.
Megan Nicole Abrahamson. Macy Jordan Abrams. Taylor Nicole Abreu. Haley Madison Abd. Atiana Adams. Olivia Christine Adis. John Michael Amato. Elizabeth Ash. Anna Azalian. Fallon Brianne Bailey. Miles Dean Baker. Dylan Jacob Ball. Michael Leon Ballantyne. William Barger. Lily Caroline Barney. Logan Leah Barrigan. David John Barrow. Shaven Berhe. Larissa Ann Barriswill. Alexi Bianchi. Erica Bishop. Adam Thomas Bloar. Jack Chandler Bowden. Kelsey Boeing. Riley James Pierce Boggs. Josie Book. Alexandra Marie Borgen. Irene K. Bowen. Mariano Bowles. Emily Ann Boyd. Shane Marie Bradshaw. Melody Brewer. Grace Elizabeth Brazina. Lauren Elizabeth Britt. Michael Brooks. Allison Leah Brown. Katie Brown. Aaron Bryan. Michael Bryant. J. Raymond Briers. Grace Hannah Bunner. Kayla Marie Burke. Shelby Burton. Madeline Rose Butina. Jacob Alexander Butler. Colby Carlos Caldwell. Cameron Jade Kaplinger. John Wyatt Caravana. Jenna Catalano. Emily Hauser. Laura Marie Saramelli. Spencer Lee Charlton. Alexander James Sharon. Connor Che. Rebecca Chow. Callie Marie Chopa. Amber Faith Cipriano. Reese Stephen Clutter. Tyler Cole. Marcus J. Coleman. Jordan Christopher Compton. Christopher James Conway. Sean Coughlin. Mariah Lynn Coy. Jackson Anthony Crandall. Rachel Marie Cross. Lauren Elizabeth Dalton. Samantha D'Amico. Vincent Carl D'Amico. Sophia Rose Doherty Munoz. Blaze Stephen Davis. Markel Davis. Abigail Ji Hyung Dean. Grace Deering. Adriana Maria DeLucia. Bailey K. Ming DeMuth. Zachary James DePiore. Isabella Rose Devlin. Serena Jasmine Dierig. Anthony Latone Dixon Jr. Darrell L. Donald Jr. Hunter Alexander Dorner. Allison Danielle Downs. Madison Kathleen Doyle. Tarek Terrell Drake. Yana Pena Dorado. Iris Edmondson. David Edmonds. Chandler Egley. Macy Elizabeth Elder. Anthony Enos. Logan Richard Evans. Brendan Patrick Evaslage. Miranda Ewell. Casey Elizabeth Facher. Michael Anatoly Farber. Helena Cheyenne Falder. Bailey Nicole Fike. Bailey Elizabeth Fields. Earl Russell Henry Fields IV. Alejandro R. Figueroa. Madeline Rose Fink. Veronica Catherine Fiorenza. William Kyle Fisher. Megan J. Fitch. Abby Brooke Fitzgerald. Ron David Foth III. Madison Ann Fulks, Ellie Frania, Owen Freshour, Luke Friss, Heather Nicole Gable, Hunter Grant Garceau, Erin Elizabeth Gardner, Matthew Garverick, Emily Gayton, Lillian Rose Gephardt, Sonny Tucker Giddon, Amy Jerkovich, Caroline Jean Golden, William Ryan Golson Jr., Elena Ana Teresa Golubovich, Paola Gonzalez, Megan Elizabeth Gordon, Hunter Addison Graffis, Alexa Michael Grillis, Jessica Alexandra Grisbowski, Brian Joseph Goula II, Shay Patricia Haas, Rachel Haddad, Kieran Hagan, Kaylee Hope Hagan, Emma Elizabeth Hamilton, Alfred Weiler Harmon III, Abby Marie Hart, Amanda Christine Hayes, Maxwell A. Haker, Nick Henthorne, Jillian Page Herring, Nathaniel W. Hervey, Allie Nicole Heyman, Katarina Elizabeth Hibbs, Taylor Highbloom, Yusuf Antonio Hilario, Lauren Ann Hill, Cameron James Inahosa, Margaret Elizabeth Hohenstein, Hunter Paul Howitt, Heather Marie Rutkai, Keaton Huffman, Jackson Timothy Hughes, Amy Jane Hummel, Andy Hunt, Caitlin Marie Hunt, Peter Hyde, Alyssa Christine Idzkowski, Mylan Jackson, Celeste Lynn Jacklich, Dylan Thomas James, Brooklyn Michelle Janks, Katie Noel Johns, Caitlin A. Johnson, Spencer Alexander Johnson, Imani Johnson, Anna Lynette Johnston,
Connor Jones,
Mallory Jones, Megan Nicole Jones, Michael Curtis Jones, Kelly Ann Cardam, Jennifer Clancy Cash, Anna Elizabeth Couts, Maura Carey Kelly, Victoria Shue Jew Kelly, Abigail Catherine Kelman, Ryan Edward Kincaid, Mackenzie King, Ava Sophia Canary, Cameron Kinsey, Paige Kirby, Benjamin Kirk, DeAndre Jamel Kirksey, Emma Kisner, Jillian Klupfer, Casey Nicole Klug, Emily Margaret Kokett, Abigail Congus, Zachariah Paul Konieczny, Connor Corbin, Autumn Rose Koza, Madison May Kriegel, Matthew Cusper, Ashley Taylor Laughlin, Jacob Thomas Lamp, Madeline Kathleen Lane, Drew Larson, Kelsey Nicole L'Oreal, Casey Lewis Law, Logan James LeDuc, Jordan Isaac Leadham, Samantha Leonard, Lauren Alexandra Least, Emmy Lenzo, Sydney H. Leslie, Elizabeth Ann Lilly, Madison Lee Linville, Sarah Longfellow, Tig Lopez, Jessica Anastasia Lorenz, Adam Hale Lucas, Abigail Marie Ludwig, Matthew David Lewers, Trevor Dean Lucas, Megan Ann Mackenheimer, Mia Maindler, Jennifer Malcolm, Sydney Adele Malham, Rachel Elizabeth Mark, R.J. Martin, Samuel Michael Martz, Mackenzie Lynn Mayer, Anastasia Mazzo, Miana Midge Mazer, Jacob Maisie, Catherine Claire McCarthy, Madison McClary, Sarah Emily McClaskey, Brittany Faith McGarry, Mary Kate Lynn McGinty, Kayla Renee McLeod, Dawson Meckham, Christopher Edward Mediate, Sydney Ashley Menser, Megan Molly Metzger, Allison Rachel Meyer, William Phoenix Meyer, Claire Rose Milano, Riley Starr Miller, Preston Minter, Chad George Molnar, Nicholas Philip Montana, James Thomas Montgomery, Cole Morris, Vivian Samira Musa, Emily Nicole Mowry, Samantha Elizabeth Mosina, Austin Ray Mullins, Luke Everest Munkachi, Colin Thomas Murnan, Caitlin Hayes Murphy, Jacob Von Murray, Cullen James Merzinski, Amelia Charlotte Myers, Jacob Naiman, Kimberly Elise Newton, Molly Elizabeth O'Brien, Madeline Ogden. Aspen Nicole Oliver. Kayla Danielle Oliver. Catherine Grace O'Rourke. Megan Elizabeth Parks. Kaylin Parsons. Shaylee Tiernan Payne. Jason Pepper. Michaela Peters. Joshua Isaiah Petrie. Ashley Ann Ferris. Jonathan Thomas Piron. Anthony Porter. Dominic Michael Prestifilippo. Hannah Olivia Pridemore. Bram Karsten Pritchard. Jenna Kathleen Prosser. Tara Christine Purdy. Owen Daniel Quinn. Alexander Michael Radinoff. Samantha M. Rainey. Alexander Harrison Ramsey. Kayla Jane Ramsey. Maxwell Cade Ramsey. Hunter Thomas Rankin. Kennedy Lauren Raspberry. Jacqueline Noel Ratliff. Hannah Rausch. Josiah Rawls. Spencer Vance Reeder. Mitchell Winchester Rothwell Reese. Macy Rying. Kara Elizabeth Renfro. Layla Elizabeth Renner. Madison Grace Rezabek. Brooke Amanda Rice. Nicole Taylor Rich. Kristen Monica Richardson. Kyle S. Richter. Gretchen Olivia Reif. Kieran Anthony Riggs. Elizabeth Ann Reinhardt. Corinne Leslie Rivers. Isabel Roberts. Brooke Lee Robinette. Andrea Teresa Robinson. Michaela Rose Rochelle. Zach Rogers. Courtney Ann Rosati. Stormy Ray Rotan. Lindsay Nicole Rothermond. Megan Rowe. Chloe Rufinock. Delaney J. Ruth. Jacob William Saffel. Miranda Joy Salvia. Madison Marie Salyer. Not Sam. Ethan Jeffrey Sands. Jacob Miles Sapelin. Brendan Edward Scarberry. Amanda Ann Schenk. Jordan Mackenzie Sherrick. Alexander Michael Schmitz. Dean Thomas Schneider. Brianna Schoaf. Molly Schramm. Tyler David Schwamberger. Nathan Schweiger. Matthew Craig Seeds. Kaylee Grania Shaw. Mary Elizabeth Simpson. Jesse Caleb Sims. Hardika Singh. Leanna Maria Shippanese. Victoria Lenoy Slagle, Levi Albert Smith, Michael Caleb Smoley, Robert Michael Snyder, Jr., Brendan E. Snyder, William Wade Spires, Michaela Catherine Stacker, Alicia Stames, Taylor Nash Stanford, Scott Ernest Staton, Carmen Julia Stovall, Jessica Marie Steele, Jasmine Cheney Stewart, Kylie E. Stewart, Nicholas Story, Hunter Ryan Sturgeon, Bailey Sullivan, Abigail Jordan Summers, Brant William Sutphin, Carly Lynn Swartz, Nathan Zock, Eden Tedessa, Shay Thomas Talton, Brandon Alexander Tasker, Jack Ethan Tecca, Wesley R. Temple, Brian William Thiebaugh, Justin Richard Thompson, Yana Sophia Jojos, Margaret Emile Tobin, Derek Nicholas Tolliver, Maxwell Stephen Toms Snodgrass, Nicholas Allen Tracy, Tara Lynn Trenkamp, Drake Michael Turner, Bethany Lynn Ulrich, Vanessa Ray Vining, Sarah Lynn Volk, Audrey Meredith Wachtel, Mackenzie Marie Wagner, Lucas J. Walker, Bradley Walker, Taylor Scott Warren, Danny Wasserman, Elizabeth Watkins, Samantha Claire Weinrub, Caitlin Ann Weitzel, Abigail Marie Weldon, Katie Wells, Jessica Lynn Wasaw, Allie B. Westbrook, Jesse C. Worf, Mackenzie Jessica White, Mia Tyler White, Timothy Daniel Winsek, Renata Weiss Garcia, Samantha Rose Wiesneth, Caitlin Mary Therese Wiley, Grace Elizabeth Wilhelmi, Jamie Lee Wilkins, Sarah Elizabeth Williams, Cassidy Lee Wilson, Jeffrey D. Wolf, Evan Wolfgang Wood, William Hunter Wurzelbacher, Amber Rose Whitosik, Shrin-Chi I, Awasha Charlotte Monet Ziegler, Tucker Lane Zemba, Anthony Kenneth Zielinski, Iris Zwern.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations once again to all of our graduates. I am very proud to now welcome you, the class of 2021, into our world-renowned family of alumni. Congratulations. As we conclude the Spring 2021 undergraduate commencement ceremony, I want to leave you with a quote from the back of the Alumni Gateway on our Athens campus. "So depart, that daily thou mayest better serve thy fellow men, thy country, and thy God." It is with that charge that we bid you farewell and congratulate you on this most significant milestone. Congratulations.